Hey friends, I'm Stacy and this is Gorgeously Aging, and today we are talking about hair removal. So not long ago, my husband and I were having a conversation about this for both of our needs. So he has, of course, like many men, hair on his chest and back that he is not crazy about, and that when we vacation and stuff, either he will shave or I will shave for him. He is also bald. He started balding very early in his life, and he just gets hair around the perimeter of his head. And he hates having to shave his head all the time and cut that hair, like shave off that hair that grows around the perimeter. So he enjoys being bald. He doesn't have any complex about it. I think he's very attractive bald. And he wanted to do hair removal on his head, chest, and back. Now, of course, for me, I'm mostly concerned about my armpits, my legs, and my bikini area. So I haven't brought any hair removal devices to my channel for one specific reason. Years ago, when I didn't have a lot of money, I saved and had IPL done on my legs and underarms. I had 2 treatments, and the lady said, in 2 treatments, you'll get fantastic results. Now, I think it was a case of I really needed more treatments, but I fully expected that after those 2 treatments and the money that I spent, which was a lot of money for me at the time, that I wouldn't have to shave again, or at least shave very rarely. Unfortunately, that just wasn't the truth. The professional in-office treatment that I had was super unsuccessful. I probably had to spend a lot more money and have several more treatments to see results. So I have been approached so many times about IPL devices for hair removal, and I have always just dismissed them or said no thank you because I wasn't a true believer. Now I know IPL is so great for the skin, but as far as hair removal, I wasn't convinced. So recently, a skin device company called Magelin had reached out to me, and I did a review on a device that is radio frequency and microcurrent. I really loved it and I use it regularly. They followed up with me and asked me if they could send me one of their IPL devices. In fact, it's this device which I think is so well made in an absolutely beautiful green color. I was very hesitant. In fact, I almost said no, just because I don't like to bring anything to my channel that I don't believe in. I did tell them they could send it to me, but if I reviewed it and I didn't feel like it was giving me the results that I wanted or expected for the price point, that I was going to be honest about it. So I have been able to use this for the past couple of weeks, and I'm starting to see results, which makes me very excited, especially under my armpits. Now, I don't have a lot of hair under my armpits, but it's starting to not grow back as fast. So where I used to shave like twice a week under my armpits, and it would grow out and be pretty visible only shaving twice a week. I really should shave every day. That's part of mountain living, being in Colorado in the winter. You don't necessarily shave your armpits every day. If you can relate, let me know in the comments. I'm noticing now when I go to shave my armpits twice a week that there's not as much hair there. So this is only after 2 weeks. Now my legs, it's kind of the same scenario, but I've been focusing on my armpits a little bit more, but I'm starting to see less hair growth on my legs. Now I don't have really thick leg hair or really thick armpit hair, but it will be so nice if I really, really ever had to shave. So I will follow up with you guys on my husband's progress as well, because I think if we can get his head nice and smooth where it doesn't grow back, that hair around the perimeter doesn't grow back as often, he is going to be super thrilled. Personally, I think it'd be really nice too if his chest and back hair were a little bit thinner. He does have relatively thick chest and back hair, and so there is an intense mode on here that we're using for that. So when I have before and after pictures of Adam's results and my results, I'll come back for a follow-up with that. But I wanted to tell you about this device, how to use it, because they are having some Black Friday deals. So this device is normally $429. It is discounted to $239, and you can use the discount code STACY10 for an additional discount. I will link that in the description box below, and I want to show you how this device works. So you just hold the power button for a couple of seconds, and you'll hear the fan turn on. When you toggle or press through on that power button, you'll get to different modes. I'm going to show you in a split screen here the different modes that we have. So we have an intense mode, which is that little circle, kind of swirly circle. We have the bikini mode or the body mode. We have the face mode, and the SR is like an aftercare mode when you're done, to cool the skin and rejuvenate the skin. Now the snowflake that is appearing there is the sapphire cooling, the surface of this always stays nice and cold. So even though the flash itself is hot, the surface of this is really cold. It feels good. So the other small button at the top, if you toggle through this, you will change the intensity. So it goes up to 6. So if you're first starting out, they recommend starting at 1. Of course, I started out at 3 because that's just the way I do things. But you can go up to an intensity of 6. So you activate the flash by pressing this button. And they do suggest that you protect your eyes. Now, I don't have really hair on my face much, a little bit, but I'm going to use this on my face for any hair that is there, but also for the benefits of IPL on the face: hyperpigmentation, collagen production, and wrinkle reduction. So although the company does not endorse that, this is not an anti-aging IPL device, you can potentially see some nice IPL benefits on the face. Always protect the eyes, avoid the eye area, eyebrows, anywhere you have tattoo or facial pigment, and be smart about using laser. Turn off the device, you press and hold. You'll hear it slow down, but the fan will stay on until it cools. So let me just tell you about a few of the settings. On my husband's chest, back, and hair, using the intense setting is the way to go. I was at the body setting for my armpits, and I started at the level 3. And then each time I used it, I went up a level. It wasn't irritating to me. My skin was handling it just fine. It's always best to start at the lowest level and gradually ease your way up. If your skin doesn't like a certain intensity, back down and just gradually move forward. So this product is not suitable for white, gray, red, or golden hair. My natural hair color is dark brown. So that is true of my armpits and legs, and so this is suitable for my natural hair color. So frequency of use is 3 to 4 times a week for the first 8 weeks. After that, you may not need to use it as frequently. In fact, they recommend once every 2 weeks or once a month. Now, you want to use this on clean, dry skin. So you never want to use this on wet skin. You do want your skin to be dry. After treatment, your skin may be a little bit dry, so a nice moisturizer is a good idea. I actually like to use a facial spray, and I'll link that in the description box below, and follow that by a nice Cica moisturizer. If my skin still feels dry at night when I go to bed, I'll put a heavier cream or the Aven Cyclofate Plus. So as a skeptic, I am actually impressed with this device. I especially like the sapphire cooling surface, which makes the treatment so comfortable, especially when you're in delicate areas, if you know what I mean. I was so skeptical, I had actually not expected to get any results and was pleasantly surprised when I noticed that the hair wasn't coming back as fast. The true test to the power of this device is going to see how Adam's coarser hairs respond to treatment. He started a little after me, so we've only done it on him a few times. And I have to say, I think he's more excited about this than I am. So if you have a husband that likes to shave his back or chest or the back of the neck that gets so hairy, you know, where they have the hairline that kind of goes all the way down their shirt into their back, it may be a gift that you can give each other. I'm not even joking when I'm saying that he's more excited about this device than I am. So give us a couple months and I'll be back with before and afters of both Adam and I and our progress with this device. By 8 weeks, we should both be seeing really good results. So far, I'm seeing hair growth thinning and the frequency of shaving is less. The device use is not painful, and I am looking forward to testing it on my face to see if the IPL has any effect on the hyperpigmentation as well as the hairs on my face. Of course, that's an off-label benefit, and it's not something that Magellan endorses or talks about on their website. But as an esthetician, you guys probably know too that IPL has wonderful benefits for the skin. If it doesn't produce those types of benefits, that's totally okay, because this device is meant for hair removal, and so far I'm seeing good things. If you need a good hair removal device, I really think this is one to try. Again, I'll link it in the description box below. Thanks for joining me for this video. I will see you guys in my next one. Be good to yourselves and to others. See you next time.